IIR presents Data's Anatomy. Pondering Percent of a Percent, Season 2, Episode 1, featuring Dan and Daphne, Data Interns. On this episode, topic, calculating a percent of a percent. Importance, a percent of a percent is used to calculate changes in performance goals, such as increases in graduation rates.
Colleges often use percentages to describe institutional data. Sometimes, it's even necessary to describe a percent of a percent.
Percent of a percent? That's confusing.
Yes, it can be. That's why we're going to learn how it's done by going shopping.
All right, let's go to the mall. Wow, Daphne, look at all this great stuff I'm gonna get.
How in the world are you going to afford all that?
There's a huge sale on clearance items. Take an additional 50% off the already half-price clearance items. So 50% plus 50%. That means they're free!
That does not mean they're free.
Why not?
Let's go over the numbers together. When an item is on clearance for 50% off, that means it's half price. When an additional 50% is taken off, it does not mean you add the percentages. Instead, calculate what the additional 50% would be after taking the original 50% discount. So if the original discount is $10, an additional 50% off is based on the discounted price. So now you take an additional 50% off the discounted price. Then just subtract your additional discount from the discounted price to get the final price. Calculating a percent of a percent is often used in institutional data as well. For example, we might want to see if our 10% graduation rate goes up by 20% this year. Remember, we first need to calculate how many students our 10% graduation rate is comprised of. So if our graduating cohort has 10,000 students total, this means our 10% rate includes 1,000 graduates. Next, we calculate what 20% of our 1,000 graduates would be. Then we add this number to our previous graduation rate to get our new goal. So in order to increase our 10% graduation rate by 20%, we need to graduate 200 more students. So our new goal should be to graduate 1,200 students total.
So if I calculated the price wrong, that means I have to put most of the stuff back.
Looks like it. I'll see you later.
To be continued, next time on Data's Anatomy, puzzling over populations and samples.
This is Dan,
And Daphne.
signing out. Gotta run. See you next time.
IIR, slamming the data.
For more information, go to our website. Be sure to check out our existing reports and other helpful videos.
Questions? Contact us at IIR.